We've reached the fourth and final part of this tutorial series. Here, we'll fix issues caused by how GASP handles ragdoll, character rotation, and character offsets. Let's start with Ragdoll Physics. If you crash while riding a bike, you'll notice that the ragdoll doesn't look quite right. The character appears weirdly stiff, and there's a strange relocation effect at the end of the simulation. This happens because of how GASP's main character physics asset is set up. There's also a rigid body on the root bone, and that's what causes the relocation glitch. You could try editing the physics asset. Remove the root's rigid body and tweak each constraint for better simulation. But you probably have more important things to do. So here's a quick fix. Just override GASP's main character physics asset. Open CBP Sandbox Character, go to Class Defaults, and search for Physics Asset Override. Assign PA Mannequin. That will solve the issue. We recommend using the one we provide. If you hover your mouse over the asset, you can check its location. As long as all GASP characters inherit from CBP Sandbox Character, this fix will apply to all other templates as well. Now, ragdolls look more realistic, and the relocation glitch is gone. Second issue. You may have noticed that if you move your mouse around while entering a car, the GASP character rotates. This is even more noticeable when entering from the right side, and especially when changing seats. Once again, the issue comes from how Game Animation Sample manages strafe mode. And fortunately, it's very easy to fix thanks to their native tools. Open ABP Score Sandbox Character, and in its event graph, at the end of the update animation sequence, add a new condition to the set input state we created in the previous tutorial. Get the passenger state. Compare it to the enum option. The default one, outside, is the one we need. Then combine it with the other condition using an AND node. That way, if the character is outside the vehicle and not using any interactive object, it won't try to strafe. However, if we leave it this way, some other states like sprint, walk, or aim will be overridden. So we just need to get them back from the sandbox character. Copy the variable reference, get character input state from it, split its return node, and connect these values from the get node to the corresponding pins on the set node. Now, GASP's system no longer overrides Digital Dive Vehicle's interaction logic, and your characters will stay perfectly in place when entering vehicles or switching seats. Finally, while GASP's main character looks good, if you switch to any of its other templates, all interaction will work seamlessly. But you may notice that in specific characters, there are some nasty offsets in the root, hands, or feet placement. Not only on our vehicles, but also on interactive objects. To handle this, we've added useful hand helpers to define where IKs and attachments should be placed. However, since these offsets only occur in some specific characters, we've also included character-specific offset settings. This is especially helpful in cases like the game animation sample, where different characters have different proportions and skeletal structures. With this system, you can define specific location and rotation offsets for both bikes and cars, applied to seats, hands, and feet, using the vehicle's coordinate system as a reference. And in the case of interactive objects, the offsets are applied using the coordinate axis of the hand helper. And that wraps up our GASP integration series. Your characters can now seamlessly drive cars, ride bikes, refuel using the advanced fuel system, all with smooth, fully animated interactions. If you enjoy our tutorials, updates, and products, please support us with a like, a good review, or a share. It really helps us keep improving and bringing new features to the community. If you have any questions, join our Discord, link in the description, and feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.